maybe when those sponsors give us some money, then we'll care a little bit more closely, right? But for now, it's okay.
Talk to us, champion.
And we are underway. This match has begun, Ben. We are set for round 1 action in our next group. It is Aurora versus Meme on the top. Scotto and DMJ here on the bottom. And you know, Ben, you're familiar with Meme. Got to see her live in Minnesota.
Yes, I did. I have.
And I had said here earlier the dark horse maybe to win the Jonas Cup.
We got some more Tetris for you. I hope you are ready, Prince.
Let us all count down together.
Now, Meme, I met.
3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Meme I met before I even met
how this starts.
in Minnesota. Yeah, I was at some Tetris thing and I just sat down next to somebody who ended up being Meme. And I just started playing Tetris and I thought, I'll impress these people. And lo and behold, the person next to me just max out. Because it's Meme. And I'm like, what the heck is going on?
There are a lot of these.
Turns out it was Meme.
It turns out it was Meme. And I had the pleasure to call Meme's somewhat, I guess, CTWC debut back in 2021. She played online in a bracket that was filled with great players, such as Sam Finch, Corian, Richie, known as Ruins at the time, who was one of the first rollers that were introduced into the scene. Somalian captain, the plethora of other great players that were in that bracket. I had the pleasure to call that, and she had some of the best matches I'd ever seen at CTWC at that time.
And I thought at the time that she had a real chance to win because I had seen her in Minnesota, and I thought people are sleeping on me. And it's like,
you also hear the commentators say that it is not
real chance to win this, in fact.
Yeah, well, he would
absolutely. That I said my dark horse pick is Meme right there in the top. She is absolutely a stunning Tetris player, and the ability is all there.
Now, Aurora is someone I actually don't know very well or know much about. Clearly a very good player. So
she has kind of stepped away a little bit from playing the game competitively. Still maintains being part of the community, still in the Discord and with a number of different affiliations and whatnot, but competitively has not been really playing too much. But with the DAS tournament here and somewhat, she's on the West Coast here.
Oh yeah, it's
not a far trip for her to come out to Portland.
Good time to come out.
Ooh, interesting hang of the long bar.
While still winning games, just shows
long bars.
She'll make it look like it was on purpose.
Oh, it was Timmy. Nice job.
Perhaps.
Oh, that's another. That's like a mini. Like pseudo hits. That's a real hits, right?
I missed the bits, but
Meme had done a 5 and below. Do you know what that move is there? You see the 5 and below?
Is it where you leave a bunch of spaces somewhere so you can fill it in with something later?
You're pretty much close on that, right? So basically a 5 and below is a move, an adjustment that's made where the J piece is inverted to allow for the O or the square to be tucked underneath.
Oh, okay.
They call it 5 and below because it was named after the famous store.
5 below?
5 below, right. But the kids don't know any better. They called it 5 and below.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what they thought the name of the store was.
Well, if it's a J and it leaves space for an O, it could be called, well, no, I'm not going to finish that.
Yeah, we won't go there. We'll wait for a late night Ben Mullen at the bar. That conversation goes at the bar, Ben. 345 for Memes. Got about a 1.5 Tetris lead over Aura, 313. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Scotto is a Portland native going up against DMJ.
Oh, Scotto's a Portland native?
He is indeed, yes.
What a convenient tournament this is for Scotto.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's not even the full story of it, is it?
Scotto is a former silver champion of CTWC. He won that in 2023. Famously beat Jeff in the semifinal.
That's impressive. Winning those monthly things is a big thing.
It can be a big deal.
Yeah. Oh wait, former silver champion. You mean
silver CTWC? Yes.
CTWC. Oh, yeah.
But Scotto's won some monthly tournaments as well.
Yeah.
In the lower tier.
Everything. We got
Well, what do we have to report on here? Aura has a little digging to do and about 100,000 point deficit. So that's going to be an issue, obviously. Above 100 lines, so they're closing in on transition. So it's going to have to really capitalize on level 19 for Aura. Things down below, similar in terms of score gap. DMJ's got a good lead on Scotto at the moment. But they both got clean boards, they're looking good, and they're both also closing in on transition. Actually, all of the games have a similar line count at the moment.
So we see that NGC is...
And the longer we go, the later at night Ben Mullen you get.
Oh, I like the late night Ben Mullen.
Yeah.
Transition has occurred there at the bottom, Ben. We have 466 for Scotto, 557 for DMJ. He's got a good size lead to begin. We got transition at the top as well. 393 for Aurora, 560 now for Meme. Meme is tearing it up.
Tearing it up.
Which he will at 392.
392. So not the
Scotto doing a good job here on level 19.
Like frame on their fridge.
It is occasionally the case that a Tetris player may mullen, but I spend every day of my life, including every night, mullening. I mullen my entire life. It ain't easy being me, but there is that.
Well, you know, he's been told he's doing a fridge match. I don't know if you do that.
Oh, by who?
All right, so Scotto's doing well, but the lead remains about 40,000 down below.
It's not going to matter, though.
Meme had a little bit of trouble there, but did a great spin and is digging out of this very effectively. Still a very large lead. This game is going.
Shaky little bar this drop.
DMJ continues to rock it, but so does Scotto. That's the closer game of the two, certainly. If DMJ did encounter problems, there could be a chase down that Scotto could win. Could just win outright. I mean, it is getting pretty close. Aura will need Meme to slow down or herself to speed up. It's kind of a big gap up top.
And level 19 is just uncomfortable no matter what.
Almost 200,000
Trying to
points.
make it more comfortable.
Right, exactly.
DMJ's plugging away.
And it's also an equally wonderful switch.
I call level 24 the Jolly Rancher level. That's just my personal name for it. It just has a Jolly Rancher feel to it.
All right, we got countdowns ready, so we're just going to get right into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's supposed to say,
Scotto now has a board that could clear out very efficiently, and in fact, it is going to, it looks like.
You know, this is the kind of stuff you're going to learn.
So really good there, but that got a little sketchy for a
Let's see if we
second.
can learn from these players back. That was a tough race.
Continue, once you get to level 26, you're like on your way to the end.
Solve that, of course.
And
But only one of them
this
had
game is
zero
getting
for
there close to the end. It's still got about a 40,000 point gap, and Aura is going to top out. That does give Meme game 1 up top.
Courtesy of Paul Jesse.
Don't shock there, Meme on her game today. Meanwhile, at the bottom, 10,000 point lead. What a close one we've got, Ben.
It got really tight on the bottom here.
Let's go.
And with a little dig for DMJ, it's going to probably invert any second.
Should I just like stop talking?
Well, maybe not. Ooh, and it's close to the end. This is going to be a thrilling finish. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to live your best life.
Absolutely. We're going to level 28 for DMJ. Scotto with a .39 Tetris lead. That means it's less than one Tetris if DMJ can clean things up.
Can DMJ indeed produce?
Scotto is Tetris ready now. But there it is. Tetris for Scotto. He'll go to 29. DMJ's got one. Extra points
DMJ
here.
gets a Tetris, that's it.
And he's only got, he has no more lines to burn.
And there
what
it
an
is. Oh
adjustment.
my goodness, what a finish. What a finish.
DMJ. Oh my God.
Excellent strategy.
That was a thrilling finish.
He's playing 29 too, Ben.
With that,
30, level 30 for DMJ. Are you kidding me?
we have just seen a DAS level 30 back in the day. That would have been a real thing, and it still is a real thing.
All right, they're going to get game number 2 started for both matches.
Here's a little Jonas story for you.
Okay, yes, please.
Jonas, as you might recall from the movie, and sometimes he would do it in person, could move his eyes in 2 different directions.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes, I've seen. We have the emote for that. I believe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. And so the term "the GOAT" came about kind of in that era. Like I had never heard the term "GOAT."
Well, back to some
greatest of all
context
time.
here, right? Yeah, that's a new phrase that the kids were kind of building up the past few years.
And they
but
used-
previously, GOAT was the loser, right? Somebody that kind of fumbled,
Yeah.
right? The sports term.
Oh, I didn't know that either. So
Yeah.
I did not know "GOAT" meaning great or bad.
No.
I thought that people, when they called him the GOAT, were referring to his eyes looking like a goat, a literal goat. And I thought that for several years. And I finally, people were then calling LeBron James the GOAT or something. I'm like, what?
All right.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, it's funny how terminology can be changed as the times change as well too. There's so many different meanings about things that you knew back in the day.
This is just me being old.
Yeah, so we're not getting any younger. It's true, Ben.
All right, so now we've got a second game begun. And yeah, so not much to commentate on Tetris-wise yet. Let them get settled, get a few pieces down.
Sorry, speaking of throwing down, let's go down.
King, who would be your dream matchup? Like if you had to play against any one of these people?
Any one of the four here?
Any one of the four.
I would have to say I would like to play DMJ, only because, not because I could think I could beat him, but just because, again, he kind of exuding that Jonas essence, right? He's embodying what that man was inspiring to do, and DMJ has found that within to kind of take it upon himself to continue to try to preach what Jonas would talk about and be inspired by that, and inspire others too. And his speech back in the World Championship in Pasadena, talking about that, I think really kind of resonates. So for me, I feel like get to play someone like that would be a lot of fun. But any of these four, I could go toe to toe with and lose just as easily.
Either one of us would be losing to any of them. I think my dream, I want to lose to every great Minnesota player.
Okay.
I've lost to most of them. I need to lose to Meme.
You lost to Meme.
No, I need to. I don't think we've ever played.
No problem. Well, Ben, you know where to find ways to lose. You come on my show, and we do it Friday Night Fights, hosted by yours truly on Fridays at the Classic Tetris channel. Watch Ben Mullen get whipped by Minnesotans.
Yeah, I should come in there and get whipped by Minnesotans. Scotto would also be fun. I think Scotto's achievement in the first perfect game. It had manipulated RNG, but he had to memorize all that.
Yes.
So that's like one of those low-key, more impressive than people know it is kind of records.
Right.
And it should be celebrated even more.
Oh, absolutely. I think most people kind of just feel like, just repeated playing the same seed over and over and over until you memorized it. But that takes a great amount of skill and, having the brain power to do that.
Yeah. I should do that now because I have the Tetris gym. I should just get good at a few seeds and then use them.
Just play them all the time. Just leave it on the seed there. I'll play this over and over until you can remember.
People be like, "Are you good at Tetris?" Well, no, but I'm good at this one seed.
What could have been a singular merit has now turned.
Score check here. Nice spin from Aurora 278 to Memes 293.
So small.
DMJ 345. Scotto's 425.
It's good to see Aura up because this is a must-win for her, obviously.
Clutch spin, and he needs the efficiency.
A bunch of hearts. It's 2-0. Although I don't
Will lose out on some birds.
recall seeing a second game played, but
Yeah, me neither.
that might have been a misclick there. I think this is game number 2.
Yeah.
We'll check with producers on
We'll
that.
check with the producers. We're working on it. Chat.
And is waiting for one more. Doesn't
We
get
have
it.
a whole team of people diligently working on this.
And yeah, that's unrecoverable.
And NGC gonna top out in 868.
The game is Mega Retro Man. Will he continue? Will he go for the one last Tetris?
And Mega Retro Man.
He goes for it, gets it one.
He's playing over
I
on
shouldn't even look at
CT1.
that.
He's playing over on CT1. He's playing against NGC, man.
Why do I do this?
That's a matchup of all time there.
And
All right. So DMJ is down this game, so that's kind of exciting. It's nice to have different people
I
in
think
the
the
lead.
first one went pretty deep too. Now, once was the best of 5, now the best of 5.
Kind of messy board here for Meme as we are getting into transition on the bottom.
I
So I think this is probably game 3, correct? It might have been an early top out that we missed here, Ben.
Oh, there was an early top.
It looks like it, yeah.
I think
that's the no.
Moving along. We'll confirm after this game.
Yeah.
Production is great. I love every single one of them.
Yeah, see,
They're all wonderful people.
yeah, they control your
Very close up top.
Oh, they can
Just
mute me,
very,
right?
very
I can just
close.
like keep talking and they just decide to start talking.
DMJ staring at these pieces falling down. They're a little
They don't-
wonky. It's got a
Save it
good
for later,
stack,
okay?
though.
And they didn't touch your All right, we
Touches where Scotto got quite a lead here, Ben, over DMJ.
Yeah,
That's the thing here.
This is going to be a seesaw. Yeah.
Yeah, now that we're playing gas only for this tournament, you don't really have that capability of continuing on after level 29. You know that's the definitive end here. So DMJ knows, got to maybe pull the aggression out, try to catch up.
Absolutely.
He wants it to go, and it doesn't look very satisfying at all. Really.
And he is pulling that aggression out for sure.
Consistently great with
Yeah.
the board.
Well, had to burn a little bit down there.
360.
And we get a Tetris from DMJ. Does a little bit of help for himself.
What are these droughts? It feels like
But
every time
Scotto
I
just
look down,
continues.
they're in the middle of
726 on level 23 is a fine rate.
Curse CTWC
Doing
card.
very nicely.
This is, I think this is what NGC wants.
Good transition scores up
Well, I
top
think
as
that
well.
because he told me this is what he wants, but
I would love to
on
see
the other hand,
4
it's
people
especially
max out
opponents.
in the same
When you
game.
consider
That would be
That would
very
be really nice, but we're going to need some help here on both Meme and Aurora's boards.
But he's also pushing down.
Oh, that square.
Oh, that could be tough. That could be tough.
Oh, that was a nice
It's possible.
burn.
That was a beautiful burn.
His peripheral vision.
Oh, the missed drop of the bar.
Okay, that's gonna do it.
That will end Aurora there. That is game, set, and match, it looks like, for Meme.
Yeah.
Lots of places to burn.
And it's Hark Z over in the chat. Says,
And-
commentators missed that Meme 1 game 2 already? Yes, we did.
There's like a
Yeah, we did.
baby drop for him. We'll see if it festers.
So that'll be a third win right there. DMJ's going to top out
There's a dirty
here on the bottom. Scotto will tie it up. They're even at 1 now.
All right, so we got a best of 3 coming up.
So you
One thing.
went to a decider.
Oh
versus
yeah,
Arctic.
I gave the community something beautiful as well.
You did. No,
But-
you had a tremendous game you had in, I think it was game 3 or game 4?
Game 3.
It was game 3,
First game
right?
from Timmy. That's a 600.
Yeah, that was tremendous.
Other than the last game, they were all pretty decent games, but that was a really fun game to
But
play.
he needs the pieces and he needs to not burn. That's not guaranteed.
So here we are, Ben. We have the 1v1 scene. It is tied 1-1. Scotto, the Portland native, versus DMJ from Arkansas.
Oh, DMJ's from Arkansas?
Yes. Came
Oh,
all the way
from
there.
That Matt really tried to reach for the points.
Arkansas or Alabama, one of those. It's one of those A's.
oh, one of the A states.
One of the A states. I can't
Alabama,
remember which one.
Alaska, Arizona.
I feel like it's
Arkansas.
Arkansas. I feel like I had a conversation with DMJ's mom. She was here at the after party back in 2022.
I see the DMJ or Scotto had some Vits
I am correct.
a bit ago there.
They are correct.
Arkansas.
I was
yeah.
right the first time. See, I knew it. Go with your gut, King. Right?
It's
Gotta
not
figure it
their Arkansas, it's Arkansas.
out. Arkansas, not Arkansas.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting from Timmy. He had a J, and that's usually the perfect piece.
All right, so they're just slow and steady wins the race.
So that line spin there from DMJ,
For the S piece,
that was a
which
cheeky
that's
move.
frowned upon because it's
Very
burned,
clutch
but he
play.
wanted the lower stack. He wanted
Tetris
to- and I think it's
rates
paying up. He wants it,
77
fine.
each.
The last game, Matt Martin topped out on the level 19 speeds.
Adjustments
Maybe
being
Timmy's
made
better
by
than that again.
DMJ.
Maybe Matt Martin
Spectacular.
will survive. We'll have to see.
Scotto, kind of a messy situation here, Ben. Doesn't help either. You
Yeah,
get
this
a
is
drought.
Yeah, it's starting to drought. Well, it's kind of nice to have to dig during a drought because you're not going to Tetris
Get it high.
anyway.
That's a spire. That is
Blessing
great
in
piece.
disguise.
That is a beautiful double. That is now uncovered. He's
Ooh, and got a long bar dependency that we're going to have to deal with. Maybe deal with it with Tetris.
Oh, it's a dirty
Beautiful,
one.
dirty Tetris.
What was that?
That was filthy from Scotto.
Don't think that was
172 for him, 191 for DMJ.
And he's digging down. This is a lead that Timmy has been cultivating ever since Matt Martin started this dig.
You know, Ben, it's amazing to see how the DAS play style has, stayed alive. A lot of people kind of felt back in 2020 that DAS was starting to fade, and 2021 DAS is dead.
Well, it certainly, it went through a phase that we had to come to grips with the fact that it's not going to win in the main tournament. And so that we had to, as a community, say, okay, well, what is that going to mean? And I think we've come to the point where we just think of these as different dances.
Right.
Like this is ballet, that's tap dance. Well, not tap dance. I should say tap is probably tap dance. They're both beautiful in their own way.
Unless you're a ray gun dancer.
Oh, that's really high. Both the transition and the board gets the bar again for the Tetris. Oh my God.
Tetris for DMJ will go to 309. Scotto, 279.
That's incredible. This first
Real
ever
close,
game.
about
And we have all seen it live, courtesy of Desperate Champs.
right around
He already had the advantage. All his points scored before
about a
this
one
round.
Tetris lead, really. So nothing huge, but there is a little digging to be done for Scott.
Okay. For legal reasons.
Getting a drought again. He's been kind of mired in some of those. And obviously, both players playing on the same P sequence, so they're encountering it.
Droughts are more common in Arkansas than here in Portland, so you would expect DMJ to suffer, but they suffer equally.
Not so much in Portland, right, Ben?
Horrible move in any other
Portland's a
context.
pretty rainy state.
It's a pretty rainy place, all right. One thing I like about this city, the trees are so big.
They are.
It's like the trees are mountains.
When you look up, as you walk from, I'm staying at the Eastland Hotel. We won't talk the room number, but when you're walking down to the convention center, you get that beautiful view.
Oh yeah.
Of the tree tops, the mountains, the hills, and you say, man, this is
One more piece that
Well,
town. It's like a nice
trying
place.
to one up NGC's Dirty Tetris.
oh yeah, nice burns.
NGC not looking
Things
to
are
one up
looking
himself.
good. There's a little bit of a bigger lead now for DMJ. Some of that burning that Scotto did has caused that.
Right, and he's done that. But this is so hard to maintain.
A little bit about my home state of North Dakota.
Yeah, and I think
Speaking of trees,
Yes.
you know what the least forested state in the nation
that was
is?
maybe a quick tap away.
Indulge
but
me.
quick taps
It's North Dakota.
in this
And you would
situation with
think
these
probably
nerves,
it'd be
not great. 22
very,
pieces out of
floral.
Like maybe I was off.
Now we
With the
should
second ball,
mention,
especially a 9-1.
Scotto has some issues here.
Oh, but he's coming. Look at these.
Oh,
solves here,
he's
Ben.
just
The drought.
the drought is real. So he's high up on the board. This could be trouble. This could be trouble.
This piss sequence here,
Ooh,
Ben,
that's
is
a bad.
garbage.
Those O's are just devastating.
Oh, he's trying to survive.
That's
but
gonna be hard to get over. Yeah.
can't do anything about that. Top out.
Okay, so that
58.
gives game 2-1 lead for DMJ. I know Grandma will be happy, Mom will be happy, and they are in chat somewhere. Mom DMJ is very happy with that outcome, as well she should be.
Indeed.
Depended on certain pieces.
She's raised him right.
Gets the third, but
Taught him to Tetris.
Was that a 12? That might have been.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one anyway for Timmy, and that is
That is already taking it. If that was a 12 high.
1 point for Scotto. That was one pushdown point we saw on the board there.
Yeah.
That's what you call it, kind of a cheeky.
Forget it. But he put up
Cheeky
valiant
score.
efforts, and we got a decider at the top.
Isn't it? There's one person who always does a single point, right?
That would be Sidnev.
Sidnev always does.
World
the single
famous
point.
Sidnev.
Ah, yes.
2023 finalist of the CTWC main tournament.
Matches are a lot more.
It'd be fun to have Sidnev here. Does she do any?
She does DAS very well.
She
Yes,
does very well?
absolutely, Yes. A little bit of a long trip for her.
It's, yeah, I can forgive not coming here all the way from Europe all the time.
And obviously, she's looking to. She attends the DAS tournament. Will probably be the CTWC World Championship of DAS that happens in Germany.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And this
event
is
there.
something of a qualifier for that anyway.
Essentially, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
So the winner will receive funding to be the representation of the United States, or at least one person. Obviously, it could be open to anybody from the United States to go out there, but Kind of an expensive trip, I would say. Ben, you ever been to Germany or any part of Europe?
No part of Europe.
No.
I feel terrible. I
For someone
wanna
as knowledgeable about history as you
also
are.
going back to earlier, like
Well,
every person has to play in their own
yeah. History is what brought my forefathers away from Europe. Not in a bad way. I mean, there were troubled times in the past. They're gone. But I would love to go. I would love to go, especially. Oh, that's one of those VITs, right?
That was a Vits, indeed. It's the
What?
second one of this game.
What
Did one earlier.
incredible thing that is.
Frantic Thumb would love to have you come out to the UK event that they do yearly.
Oh yeah, and UK would be one of my top places to go.
You would indulge in the fish and chips.
I love fish and chips even now. Here,
Yeah, well.
I do it all the time.
But you get an authentic one there.
Yeah, it would be much more authentic there.
I wonder if you see the
I gauge if a place has good fish and chips by whether or not they bring out vinegar. Because a lot of times they don't.
They don't.
Like, if you bring out vinegar, you probably know what you're doing.
The game is too slow.
But see, I don't know what I'm doing. I would just go for the tartar sauce and call it a day.
I don't know how
Tartar
much
sauce or riot. Oh yeah, you gotta have tartar sauce as well. But I'm saying
Have you never?
there should be vinegar, there should be lemon, and there should be tartar sauce. Really indulge all of the senses.
I don't know.
Agreed.
I become the thing.
So what we're gonna do here, Ben, is that we are nearing the halfway point of this game, number 4. DMJ looking to wrap it up. Scotto looking to stay alive for one more chance.
Scotto wants that decider, and I am. Ooh, I've got slight troubles here for DMJ. Nothing
So
too
there's
bad.
another aspect to the push down meta, I think.
I think it would be nice to have a decider.
So far,
It would.
Scotto deserves it. DMJ deserves it.
Yeah, both players definitely not making it easy for the other.
But it's for the people.
I mean, that kind of tells you the evolution of this game. You know, you're not really getting crazy early top outs. You know, the scores that they're kind of topping out on are probably the scores that would have been a good game back in 2011.
What do you mean by you? Because I'm getting plenty of them still. That's how I finished my tournament.
That Bard is the one who's actually ahead. Tetris is bringing themselves just right.
Oh, yes. Oh, great. That's a great little burn to save the thing by Scotto.
And down the bottom, Mega Retroman up about 1/2
All right, a little long bar dependency in the center, and it is resolved with, yes, it's a long bar.
It's a long bar.
It's a long.
I don't know what to say now. Now I don't know.
The piece that's most needed in this game to get the high score. Another bar will join for Scotto and DMJ. 394 to 355. About 2 Tetris lead here, Ben. You can see that on the initial
I'm
change.
sure he'd love that.
Can play 1.68 Tetris. You can round it up to about 2.
All right, Timmy with a T-spin setup, gonna nail that T.
Very nice.
And long bar over for the Tetris. So yeah.
Well, you know I'm a little nearsighted, right?
Down the bottom, Mega Retro up by about
It's going to be a long joke, but here we go.
There we go.
We go to the bar the other night, see a lovely looking lady at the other end of the bar. And this isn't real, of course, I'm married. So just go with the joke. So I walk up to her and she doesn't look so good. Well, it turns out it was a long bar and I couldn't see her at the end. I didn't have my glasses on. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that whole joke.
We had to get that one in there before transition will sneak up on us. Tetris is for both.
Here it comes soon. 113 lines each, so they must not be pushing down or something because they have very, very similar line rates.
Are you talking about the ROM?
Yeah, it looks like both have kind of pushed down. You can see on the ones digit that we did Scotto. Scotto had one push down point. DMJ he has at least several.
At some points in the future.
Ooh, Frantic Thumb with the oh well, referencing one of my best Tetris jokes.
You have like a time limit to score as many points.
King probably doesn't even want me to tell it because it's so silly. Probably I'll tell it when we start a new game because this is about to get exciting, but I'm going to force him to listen to it again. We're getting very close to transition, and DMJ has a little bit to clean up, but not too much.
Frantic knows all your hits there, Ben. We have gone to transition. It is 551 for Scotto, 450 for DMJ, so this is the game Scotto really needs. Cannot afford to lose one more. We need to send it to the decider if he wants to stay in the tournament.
DMJ with the kind of board state that would kill me. Ooh, might it kill him too? That's good. That's good.
Beautiful quick tap from
That was
DMJ.
a nice quick tap.
And that's a beautiful L too on
That's a
top
very
of that.
fortunate L. Oh, he's going for the dirty? No. Okay.
Slightly, he's still aggressive.
there it is.
There's the
There's the
dirty
three. All right.
Tetris.
Look as nice as possible.
DMJ stays alive. Wow, Ben, that was
alive.
tremendous.
But he's got a gap to cover here. It's about 120,000 point lead for Scotto, who himself now has a little bit to clean up. That was a great survival. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Scotto getting some helpful pieces, a lot of burning, but again, good
Ooh,
size lead.
ooh,
That's a problem.
That was inspiring.
Yeah, that with one more Tetris takes
In that it was a tall spire.
for the halfway point at the bottom. We got
Okay, can he get out of this? What a Houdini move this would be if he did it.
This is incredible consistency.
Yeah, had to do that. That's right.
Separated by less than 2
Exactly what Ben would do.
Well, you don't want to do exactly what Ben would do in this situation.
We have not seen this from
539 to 635, under 100,000 point lead. But look at the,
Oh
my God.
survival here is just.
How did he do it,
situation
Ben?
from Mega Retro Man. That's impossible to get over. He's done.
The last
And you've
comment
seen
was
that
what a survival, and that was
games.
actually about a different survival, but good lord.
Ace 2. He could max this if he so wants. If he chose.
What a dig. But now he's got almost 100,000 points
But
to make up. He's still got time to do it.
You've seen earlier, he's above that. Meanwhile, that's
Especially if anything goes sideways here for Scotto. This is not a perfect board for Scotto by any means
Chooses to
anymore.
go for the 9-1. That's going to burn nicely.
That is tough for Scotto. Needed an L. Got the
Okay, so
J
now we got a
instead.
chase down.
This is it. DMJ looking to try to close it out. The survival from him, Ben,
Has
could
been
prove to be the difference.
inspiring
I
survival.
see you, Matt.
Yeah, this game would have been over several times had it been almost
Sometimes
anyone
this
else.
game, you do the things that
DMJ, top 8 finisher at the World Championships this year.
I really think
Looking to try to get the top 16 of Jonas Cup. He has cleaned it up.
He's showing his worth.
1.5 Tetrises is what he needs. Nasty S.
Ooh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
what
that's
a
beautiful.
fortunate piece.
And there's one
There's
Tetris.
and we are moving.
Got to be careful here, Ben. 10,000 points. Burns are absolutely available.
Almost.
Okay.
Who is now
Yeah,
on
he's
the other
gotta-
side of the camera. That is a help bar.
He's got to be sure
That's
not
a
to be
dangerous
too
situation. It
aggressive.
might be leading into a top out. This game might be over. I don't know if this is quick tappable. Matt might know. But he can
No,
get
it's
a
going to
piece.
be a top up from
And
Matt.
there it is. Game, set, match.
Returning star who
DMJ,
has made it
Well done.
past his first
grandmas,
match into
and mom
the round
going
of
wild at
16.
home.
What a great match.
So DMJ will move on into the round of 16 for tomorrow. Congratulations to him.
Okay. I
Finishing this level out.
And apparently,
A really great
like 1.2
showing by
best
Scott.
player who I've ever
DMJ
heard
was
before.
inspired.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough matchup here in this round 1 of all things, Ben. These are two great DAS players. Scotto's proven many times over. He knows how to play this style.